Okay, this tutorial is about how to collect multiple health boxes, and I got two ways of doing it. The first way is you're going to you get hit by the boss or the bad guy, whatever, and it knocks down one portion of the health. See it at the top? Then you hit it again, knock down another portion, hit it again, knock down a third portion. Okay, when you collect the health, when you press the down button, he gains the full amount of health. Then when you try to collect another one, he doesn't grab it. He can't get it. Okay, so and at the beginning here, he can't collect it either, see? Because I have two health boxes. The first health box is where he can't do anything. There's no collision with it, so that's what it is right now. And when he hits the bad guy, then it switches from a health box that he can't grab to a health box that he can grab. Excuse me. But then when he tries to grab another one, he can't grab it. So I'll show you how to do that first, and then I will talk about the second way of collecting health. And then when you get hit completely, then you die. Alright, so this is how I set it up. So I have this character here where he bends down. So you press the down button and it shows this image for 10 milliseconds. So in the crate, do the add event, do the crate, and then in the main 2 tab, grab a alarm 0, make it 10 milliseconds, and then you're going to go to add event and do the alarm 0 to match it up to the one up here, alarm 0. Then grab over another alarm, make it 10 milliseconds, got to make it the same. And then you're going to switch to collect it to object left. You could make it object right if you wanted to, or you could make a new image where he would be pretty much like universal. So it doesn't matter if it goes right or left. He gets up, and then it would show him as being a universal object, and then you press the right or left button, and then it would switch to the player right or player left. But in this situation, I just made it a little more simpler here. So once after 10 milliseconds, he's going to change back to object left. And then, excuse me, when he collects it, you do a collision with the health, the actual health, not the one that you can't grab, which is called health not yet. So that means that he can't collect it because I don't have it. You can't you can't have it. There's no collision with it. That's what he starts out with at the beginning, is the health not yet. Yeah. It starts out with health not yet. All these health boxes are health not yet. So in this collision, have a code here, and this is what it states. If parentheses image underscore index equals 0, in parentheses image underscore index equals 0, and a semicolon, that means that this is talking about the object live box, and the object live box is the HP, which I talked about in my other previous video. If you want more explanation on that, watch my other video on the health live box. But In this, I have several images that randomly jump back and forth. And so it's talking about this image right here, image 0. So if image 0 is completely green, then it states that I want the object health to go switch and change to health not yet, and set it to true. So that means, so what happens is when you first start the game, it's set to object health not yet. Okay, so you cannot collect it because you have full health. But the way I have it set up is when you hit the bad guy, then it switches health not yet to object health. But and then when you collect the health, you gain your full health. And then when you try to collect another health, which is going to be object health, then when he tries to collect it and he has full health, it's going to switch to health not yet. So let me just give you a visual here. So I'm going to change this color to green here, and the green represents health not yet. Okay, so when I start the game, you will see that he has health not yet, which is the green health. Okay, so as it right now, you cannot collect it because he has full health. When he hits the bad guy, they switch to the health, and he loses a bar. When he collects it, it gets full health, and they switch back to health not yet because he has full health. When he hits the bad guy again, they switch to health, and he loses a health bar. When he collects it, he gains full health, and then go back to health not yet. When he gets hit again, then he's going to go here and press down, and he's going to get full health, and then he can't collect that. So that's what's happening here, to give you more of a visual. And so that's what's happening. So when the right object hits the bad guy, it makes him jump back to start position for one thing. And then I got that from the move tab right there. And then it does this code which I talked about before with custom health bar. Watch the video on that if you want to get more of the explanation on this information right here. And then it switches, when you hit the bad guy, it switches your health not yet to health. And then he's able to collect 1 health and get full health. And then he's not able to collect any more health because the health turned green. I'm just giving you a visual on that. I would just change it back to the regular color red, but I'm just giving you a visual. So it goes back to green, and then when you get hit again, it switches the green to red, so then you're able to collect it again, one last, again and again and again, every time you hit the bad guy. So that's what's happening there. So you can press the down button, which is right here in the object right. He switches object right, which is self, to the object collected, so he collects it. And it's same setup with the object left here. When he presses the down, it switches the object left to the collected. And this is the character right here. And I set it to parent the right, so it sets all the attributes for the right character. And when I mean attributes, I mean it takes on all this information right here. When you parent objects, it takes hold of all accounts. It takes all this information here and puts it into your object collect. So you don't have to do all these collisions and put them into the object collect. You don't have to do that and waste time. You just parent it to your object right, and then he takes on all the attributes. Alright, so that's the first step. The second way of doing health is this way. And this might be a better way for you, I don't know, but so in the collected, I grade this out right here. I grade this information out because I don't need it for this health that I'm collecting. And what you do is you add an else statement in for each of these. All this information right here is talking about when your health is reduced down. This is going to happen when your health is reduced down to 2 or 3 or partial health. This is what is going to happen. So you add all the else statements in there, and I'll show you what happens here. So it's set up where you can't grab it right now, but then see, it only does a portion. It doesn't do the full health. So you could use the else statement to just grab a portion of the health. But see, that's what happened. See how it got rid of the health, and he had full health. So that's the only drawback about using the else statement. Excuse me. Is that even if he has full health, you can still collect it. That's why I use the down button to collect it. So if he has to go back for some reason or go forward, and he just wants to bypass it, you can bypass the health without collecting it. You just have to press the down button to collect it. So I would, in my opinion, I would use not the else statements. I would use the first way I did it. I wouldn't do it by the else statements. I would use this code right here instead of the else statements. But see, the else statements basically says that you can collect a portion of the health. You won't be able to collect the full health. That's what it states. So each time, and you collect a portion of it because, like I said, each images have one reduced, and so the else statements are basically making it jump from 3 to 2 to 1 to full health. But it won't allow. I'm not sure how to do it. I'm not sure how not to collect it when you have full health, unless, like I said, the way to do it is to press the down button to collect the health, or if you don't want to grab it, don't press the down button and you won't collect it. So that's how to do health 2 different ways. The first way is collect full health, and then he won't be able to collect it when you press the down button because you have that code that I talked about at the beginning here. Because like I said, this code, if I added this code in with the second way of doing the health, it doesn't work. I've tried it, and I added one by accident, and there's no gravity on it, so it stays up in the air. Well, hold on here, I'm sorry. I should have reduced the picture down. Yeah, see, well, you can't grab it now because it's green. Okay, so when he grabs it, he collects it, he still collects it. See, so that code does not work. This, well, hold on. Hold on. Let me do it one more time here. I forgot that was graded out. My bad there. Let me try it one more time. maybe it'll work, but I don't think it's going to work because I've already tested this out. See, now we can't get it again. That doesn't work right. See, that doesn't make sense. He's only allowed to grab one. So, like I said, when you do it the second way, you got to make sure to grade this information out right here, or delete it anyway. I would probably just delete it. But if you want to do the second way, delete this information right here. Just completely delete it, or you can grade it out and leave the else statement in here, which is going to state that when you get hit 1, 2, 3 times and you grab a health, you would only get a portion of the health back. But when you get full health and you grab it, you will collect it if you press the down button. If you don't press the down button, then you'll go right past it. Or you could do it the first way and take out these else statements right here and add in this top portion here. So this will basically mean that you start out where you can't collect it, of course, and then when you hit the bad guy and it switches to health not yet to health, and when you grab the health you get full health, but when you go to the second health and try to grab it, you won't collect it until you get hit again. Then when you hit the second health, you'll get full health. So the first one seems to be better than using the second one, which is talking about the else statements. Alright, I'll put this GMX file up on the server on YouTube, and then you can download it, play around with it. Thanks for watching.